Advisory services are offered through Creative Financial Designs Incorporated, a registered investment advisor, and securities are offered through CFD. Investments Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer, member of FINRA and SIPC. 765-453-9600. Diamond Financial Group is not associated with the CFD companies.
Good afternoon. This is Jason Murphy, and you're listening to Money in Motion on News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub. Today, I'm going to kind of recap the last 3 months. It's really hard to believe that I have been on the air for 3 months already, talking to you all and building an audience, so to speak. And I really hope that you have found some value in Money in Motion over the last 3 months. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that I have shared with you. We're going to recap this first segment, what tips and advice I've given you for those that maybe missed out on some of that. I want to recap some of that. We're going to talk about some of the amazing guests that I've had on and some of the interviews that I've had and some of the information they have given. And then we're going to also talk about some of the guests that I'll be having on over the next 3 months. And if you're interested in doing that, feel free to reach out to me. You can stop by and see me at my office there at Diamond Financial Group, right beside Poets on the Square on Broad Street at 228 East Broad Street. Feel free to stop by and see us and see our new office. I almost have to stop saying it's a new office because we've been there for several months now, but it still definitely feels new, and I'm excited still to be there. I will say that my clientele is definitely picking up, and I'm grateful to the listening audience and those that have reached out to me to get some financial advice and start moving along in that area. So as far as some of the information that I've shared earlier in the different segments, different shows, I want to talk a little bit and just remind you all, if you have a 401k, I want to remind you that for most of you, that is probably one of your largest assets. And it is my goal to help you protect that asset by helping you manage that. That's one of the many types of investment management that I do is 401k management, where I would literally, legally become you in your account, and we would put electronic eyes on your money. We would adjust it as the market goes ups and downs, and would help you take advantage of ups and downs in the market, and can help you potentially protect a large asset that you have there. So wanted to mention that. One of the other things that I've talked about is just simply the power of compounding interest. I want you to remember that Albert Einstein says the greatest power in the universe is the power of compounding interest, and how you take advantage of that is really 3 different ways. It's starting now, starting while you're younger as opposed to older. It also has to do with the interest rate in which you achieve on your investments, and then the amount of money that you put in and the number of doubling periods. So I've talked to you about the rule of 72. Take your interest rate divided into 72, and that gives you the doubling period for your money. So for example, if you're getting a 12% interest over the long term on a mutual fund type investment, 72 divided by 12 is 6. That means your investment would double every 6 years. So that's just to give you an example there that you really need to take advantage of compounding interest. So one other area that I wanted to remind you of that I specialize in helping people is in the area of biblically or socially responsible investing. And I have had a couple of guests that have reached out to me by phone or stopping by the office that had more questions about that. And that is what my book is about, entitled Dirty Money. And the book is not out just yet, but as recently as this past week, I made some huge advances in my book, and I'm excited on having a release date for that coming up soon. And I know I've been saying that for probably the last 3 months, but I really expect to have a release date for the book within the next month. and we'll be talking about that coming up actually this month. I can't believe it's already September. That is crazy. We're only a few months away from Christmas, and Halloween's a month or so away, and Thanksgiving. So things are moving quickly, but I believe that my book Progress is moving along quickly as well. But as far as biblically responsible investing goes, I want to go ahead and touch on that some. A lot of you may or may not realize how much of your money that is invested in mutual funds, if you have an IRA or a Roth IRA or just an individual account where you're invested in the market in some mutual funds, you need to know where your money is invested. You need to educate yourself on what companies you are supporting with your money. You are literally an owner in those companies. And so if you're not fully educated on how your money is being spent or utilized or used to make more money, or how those companies and the areas that those companies are supporting other industries. Are they supporting Planned Parenthood and abortion clinics? Are they investing your money in adult industries, we'll say? Are they making a lot of money based on catering to alcohol and tobacco, gambling, alternative lifestyles? Your money may be supporting those industries. And I want to make sure that you realize that you can stop that. You can control where your money is being spent. And there's ways that I can help you see where your money is being spent. I have a program. It is software that is amazing. And that software will actually allow me to input your mutual fund into this system, and it'll spit out a report that will clearly show you where your money is being spent and what industries you are supporting. And a lot of you may be extremely surprised and even appalled to find out where your money is being spent and how you're making money off of some of these industries that you probably would not want to support if you really knew the truth of the matter. So that's what I can do for you. Come by and see me at Diamond Financial Group. If you just want to email me, I can send you the report via email. So just email me here at the station at moneyinmotion@cfdinvestments.com. So that's moneyinmotion@CFD, that's Charlie Frank Delta, CFDinvestments.com, and I can email you back that report. That is a free service I provide. So we're going to talk more when we come back about some of the guests that we've had on the air right here on Money in Motion. You've been listening to News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
646-5519. Those numbers may not mean a whole lot to you right now, but you're going to want to write this number down. My name is Jennifer. My husband and I, we're frugal people. While we like to get a lot of value for our money, to say the least, we stretch every dollar. So last year, we decided that we wanted to refinance a mortgage on our house. We did our research, and that's when I met Barbara Steebing. Her official title is loan officer. She's not just thorough, not just thoughtful. She actually anticipated my family's needs throughout the whole process of the refinance. And trust me, folks, when I say they were tricky needs. She was just amazing. Can't say enough about it. By the time the process was over, I called her my friend. You can be friends with Barbara. All you need to do is go to Willow Avenue in Cookeville next to Jackson Plaza and go into First Volunteer Bank and tell my friend Barbara Steebing that you're there to save money, and she will do it for you. The number is 646-5519. So stop by First Volunteer Bank and see Barbara Steebing.
Member FDIC insured and equal housing lender. Are you turning 65 in the next year? Are you already on Medicare? Do you have questions about Medicare insurance? Because let me tell you, it can be confusing. Open enrollment is upon us, October 15th through December 7th. And let me tell you about a friend of mine, Mike Townsley of Diamond Financial Group, right beside Poets on the Square, is a Medicare expert. He can help you navigate the different ways that you can enroll in Medicare, from Medicare only, Medicare with a Medicare supplement, or Medicare Advantage. He can also help you deal with Part D plans, which are prescription drug plans, and help you navigate those rough waters. Mike Townsley is an independent insurance advisor, which means he screens various insurance companies for quality and service ratings so that he can give you the best prices and the best service available in the industry. He's been in business for over 23 years, and I can assure you, you will not find a better man of integrity that can help you with your Medicare needs. Call 646-4090. That's 646-4090 for all your Medicare needs.
Welcome back to Money in Motion. I'm Jason Murphy, your host from Diamond Financial Group, right here on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. And I want to just look back at the last month, actually the last 3 months, of some things that have happened here on the air, and talk about some of the people that have made a difference in my life, quite honestly. And the first person I want to mention to you is Matt Phillips from the Jewelry Emporium. And he was one of my sponsors for the last 3 months and ended up helping me get an engagement, redo my wife's engagement ring and an anniversary band and a wedding band that is just absolutely beautiful. And what's horrible is I had my wife on last week, and we got so involved in telling our story and expressing our love for one another over on the air that we failed to talk about the ring that came from the Jewelry Emporium. But the workmanship, the craftsmanship, the attention to detail that we received from the Jewelry Emporium was amazing. And I just want to thank Matt Phillips and his staff out there for all of their help and in helping that come as really a dream come true for me to be able to do that and give my wife the ring that she deserves. Because let me tell you, my wife is amazing. And so I wanted to share that. Also had on the air with us earlier Darren Wilson from the Realty Firm, and he was able to give you all some amazing tips about selling your home or buying a home in the Upper Cumberland area. I can tell you that right now it is a seller's market in the Upper Cumberland, and they're a little bit short on inventory. So if you're trying to sell a home, right now is a good time to do that, and I highly encourage that you reach out to Darren Wilson and the Wilson team at the Realty Firm, because he is just an amazing man. Also, Darren, about 3 years ago, him and I started together Highland Business Leaders. So if you're a business owner and want to get involved with a group of Christians that support each other through referrals and through prayer and just in every way imaginable, Highland Business Leaders could be a good fit for you. We are not meeting tomorrow because it is Labor Day, so happy Labor Day to everyone out there, but we will be meeting on the 11th of September from 8 to 9 o'clock right there at my office at Diamond Financial Group. It's very similar to BNI, Business Networking International, except this one doesn't cost anything, and we are faith-based. So feel free to look up highlandbusinessleaders.com and for a little bit more information about that. Want to thank Scott Davenport. Not only did he help me buy an amazing vehicle earlier this year, but also helped my show and was an amazing guest that gave you some wonderful tips. And I want to let you know that on my website for my book, which is entitled Dirty Money, you can go to dirtymoneybook.com, and I am putting up links as we speak. I'm putting up links to all of the different radio shows that I've had over the past 3 months, so you can go back and hear some really good advice from experts in their industry like Scott Davenport out there at Nissan of Cookeville. So big shout out to him, and appreciate everything that he's done for me and Money in Motion. Barbara Steving from the First Volunteer Bank. She is a mortgage lender, and I've actually used Barbara Steving to redo my mortgage a year or two ago. Time flies when you're having fun. I can't remember exactly when that was, but she helped me lower my interest rate. She was thorough and professional and just was a joy to work with. I have actually referred several people to her. Everyone has had the same feedback almost over and over and over again about Barbara Steving out there at First Volunteer Bank, that she just really cares, and she's going to take care of you and follow through and not be this intimidating banker person that's just after your money. So also had on Tammy Smith was one of our guests, and she talked about her company, Master My Score, at mastermyscore.com, and she can help you get your credit score in check so that you can buy that dream home that you're looking for, and have the credit score that you should have and that you deserve to have. Want to also thank Perry Hartman and him being on the show. We had a great show together talking about his company, Painters Dream Productions, which you can look up at paintersdreamproductions.com. And Perry talked about how he actually has a publication company. He is helping people write books, including me, in writing my book. He's helped with the graphics on the cover of the book, front and back. He is also doing the formatting of my book, which I'm about to hand that over to him now that I finally finished the editing process. So very excited to move forward with that. He also, I have several different websites, and I'm not going to mention all of those, but dirtymoneybook.com is one of the ones that Perry has put together for me, and just been awesome to work with as a guru of everything, web design, graphics, publishing. He is an amazing guy, and I'm blessed to have him as a friend. And last but not least, I had Chris Sapp from the Computer Doctor out of Sparta on air, and Chris was able to give you some real tangible advice. I'll be having Chris on again probably in just the next week or two to give you some more advice on how to avoid some scandals or fraudulent type people that are trying to take advantage of you through your computer. Almost everybody out there has a computer and is on the internet, and there's some dangers that lurk out there, and someone like Chris Sapp from the Computer Doctor can help you out. He can set up your computer to avoid that malicious software, that scareware, those botnets, those Trojan horses, those viruses. He's got ways to protect your computer, which is an investment. A lot of people have a lot of money in those machines, and he can protect that for you and really do a good job of helping you. And if you've already gotten infected some way, when you get infected, when you get a virus, what do? You go to a doctor. So I recommend that you go see the Computer Doctor, my friend Chris Sapp, down there in Sparta, and he will take care of you and give you service like you've never experienced before. So I hope you've enjoyed hearing about some of my guests from the last 3 months. We will be talking about some of my new guests coming up right here on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. You've been listening to Jason Murphy on Money in Motion.
In our modern, fast-paced lifestyle, we've learned to cut corners to save time. Sadly, we've resorted to cheaper, easier, faster methods of preparing food, eliminated the handmade, healthy element of baking and cooking. This is not true at Great Harvest Bread Company. Great Harvest has been baking bread the way it ought to be made from the beginning, using pure, simple ingredients. They still bake everything from scratch. They still fresh mill their 100% whole grain flour every day. Their parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents were concerned about food tasting great and nourishing their families' bodies. Great Harvest upholds those values even today. Over the years, the fine folks at Great Harvest have been able to adapt to the wants and needs of their customers, offering not just a vast variety of breads, but also scrumptious rolls and spreads. They even serve a full lunch menu that caters to almost every eating lifestyle. The bottom line is this, my friends. Great Harvest Bread Company offers great tasting products fit for any lifestyle without compromising the original vision of their family. Great Harvest bread is simple, handmade and wholesome. Tasty bread, the way it ought to be. Visit them Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville to experience a break from all the other cheap imitations.
When we at Diamond Financial Group decided to open our new office, I knew I wanted to update my new computer, so I went to the professionals at the Computer Doctor in Sparta to discuss my needs. They took the time to find the perfect combination of professionalism and portability I wanted to effectively and efficiently do my job. In addition to great customer service, they also saved my business money by providing us with a state-of-the-art phone system that will surpass our business needs. Since then, the professionals there have always delivered every time I had a technological need. Call my friends at the Computer Doctor for your personal and commercial needs at 837-4357 or go see them at 180 Churchill Drive in Sparta. Again, their phone number is 837-4357.
Welcome back to Money in Motion. I'm your host, Jason Murphy. You've been listening to News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub. And let me tell you, I am excited about these next 3 months of the broadcasting that I'm going to be able to bring to you. The shows and the spots that I have set up and set in motion going forward are going to be really excited. I'm also really excited about some of the businesses that are sponsoring my show for the next 3 months. And if you're interested in sponsoring my show, through November is already completely paid for and taken care of, but I am accepting sponsorships for people that will be taking care of Money in Motion and allowing this show to continue on for December, January, and February. So, and in November, I will be recording new spots for the sponsors for December, January, February, and we'll get another 3 months taken care of there. So if you're interested in being a sponsor of my show, if you believe in good, solid finance, biblically based finance, if you believe in biblically responsible investing from what you've heard on the air here, and I will say I'm proud that some of my sponsors for this 3 months, September, October, November, our sponsors, our businesses of people that have heard me on the air and said, I believe in what Money in Motion and I believe in what Jason Murphy is trying to accomplish on the air by helping people with sound financial advice and helping them avoid spending their money or investing their money in businesses and in industries that they normally wouldn't want to have anything to do with. So I'm really excited to have Mike Townsley, also with Diamond Financial Group, as one of my sponsors for the next 3 months. Mike Townsley and his wife Julie are an amazing pair that will take care of your insurance needs. I know right now healthcare is a hot spot and it is a drag on society. I totally believe in repeal and replace and want our senators, our congressmen to get on the ball and do what President Trump is telling them to do, and that is get rid of a broken system that Obama put out here, and let's put something in place that's going to sustain America and the healthcare needs of all of our citizens moving forward. And right now, the system that we have in place is not working, but Mike Townsley and his wife Julie can help you navigate that system. Even more importantly, just next month in October is a new open enrollment time of year for Medicare. And Mike Townsley, who's been in the business for 23 years, is a Medicare expert. He is an honest, hardworking Christian man that I can personally vouch for, or we wouldn't have let him join up with Diamond Financial Group. And so you can come see him right there beside Poets on the Square. You can call Mike Townsley at our office number 646-4090. That's 646-4090. Push number 3. He is extension 3 right there at Diamond Financial Group. But I encourage you to call Mike Townsley if you have any questions about Medicare. If you're going to be turning 65 in the next year, go ahead and reach out to him and he can help you navigate that system, which can be a nightmare and you can get yourself in trouble if you don't do it right. And I know he can absolutely absolutely take care of you. And I'm excited to have Mike and Julie on as sponsors for Money in Motion for the next 3 months. And we'll be talking to him more probably this month. In the next week or two, we'll definitely be sitting down with Mike. And I'll even try to drag Julie in here. She's normally a behind-the-scenes kind of gal, but she is amazing at keeping him straight and on the ball, and they will take care of your insurance needs. So also very excited to hear just the last couple of days, got a hold of Dr. Cates from Satellite Med, and I can tell you that the people out at Satellite Medical have helped me, especially if I've gotten sick over a weekend and I couldn't get to my primary care physician. They have been fast. They have been thorough. They are amazing people in what they do and how they take care of you right there in front of Sam's Club and here in Cookeville. If you have a medical need, go see Dr. Cates and Satellite Medical, and excited to have them on board as a sponsor of Money in Motion. And we'll be talking to them as well sometime over the next 3 months, and letting you hear about all the amazing things that they can do to help take care of your healthcare needs. It's almost becoming like a healthcare kind of segment with Mike Townsley and all his healthcare knowledge, and Dr. Cates, and shoot, we might try to get them on together. Now, someone else that can kind of take care of your health, or not kind of, he can absolutely help take care of your health in another way, is my friend Wayne Howe from the Great Harvest Bread Company. And you talk about quality food that you can't find in your local groceries. If you want some quality bread made from wholesome ingredients, no preservatives, no additives, no artificial colors, you're talking about just good, wholesome bread products, as well as sandwiches and soups and all kinds of amazing food. You can go out there for breakfast, for lunch. You can go get your bread for a special event. They make some amazing goodies that are kind of my weakness. I have a huge sweet tooth, and I'm looking forward to spending some more time out at Great Harvest Bread Company so I can get some of their sweets. But if you want some good, wholesome food, breads, and other foods, go see Wayne Howe. Tell him I sent you, and he'll take care of you. So also excited to keep on the air as sponsors both Chris Sapp from the Computer Doctor and Darren Wilson from the Realty Firm. We just talked about them last segment, but they have stepped up and agreed to sponsor and support Money in Motion and everything we're trying to accomplish for the next 3 months. I did want to take a break from that, though, and tell you a little bit about AmVets. That's American Veterans. We are going to be the new, and I almost want to say new kid on the block, and I'm searching for vets that are under 60. I want us to be the young veterans organization in town. And so I've been talking with Sean Monday out at the Upper Cumberland Human Resources Agency, and a lot of different people, and they are excited about what AmVets is going to do to reach out and help our veterans. We're going to be meeting. Our first meeting is September 25th. That's the fourth Monday, and we'll meet the fourth Monday of every month out there at the Veterans Building on Spring Street, right beside First Baptist Church, or behind the firehouse. I think you guys all know where the VFW and the American Legion meet. We'll be meeting at the same building, and we'll become a part of the Putnam County Veterans Organization that looks after that building and takes care of our vets. And, I'm running out of time on this segment, but after all the rain we've had the last few days, it doesn't hold a candle to all the rain that the people down in Houston are still dealing with. And I want to encourage you to pray for them, and my heart just goes out to them. And there's a lot of people still struggling. So please lift them up in your prayers. And Houston, know that we love you and we're lifting you up in prayer, and you're going to be all right. And I know that America is going to get behind you. So if you have any questions for me, call me at 646-4090, extension 1 down there at Diamond Financial Group, right beside Poets on the Square. Thank you guys so much. God bless. And I want to throw a big shout out to everyone that's going to enjoy Labor Day tomorrow. I hope you enjoy some hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill and have a blessed and wonderful day. Thank you for listening to Money in Motion. I'm Jason Murphy from Diamond Financial Group. You've been listening to News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub.
Advisory services are offered through Creative Financial Designs Incorporated, a registered investment advisor, and securities are offered through CFD. Investments Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer, member of FINRA and SIPC. 765-453-9600. Diamond Financial Group is not associated with the CFD companies.
Hi, this is Jason Murphy with Money in Motion. I want to tell you about a friend of mine, Tammy Smith, with Master My Score right here in Cookeville. You see, she's a credit consultant and helps people get their credit score up so you can buy that next house or an automobile. I recommend my clients call Tammy Smith to fix their credit score. For more information, go to mastermyscore.com or call 996-7375. That's 996-7375.